Hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black and this is my first 15 with Quantum Rush Champions. And for the sake of full disclosure, to call this a first 15 with this is a little bit on the disingenuous side, as I've done once or twice before. I've gone to record the first 15 for this game once before and absolutely hated my delivery throughout that entire recording. And for the sake of quality control, never underestimate its value, kiddies, I just scrapped that whole episode and decided to come back to this fresh on a new day with a new attitude, and I'm quite glad I did. So, let's jump into the options and give it a quick rundown. Graphically, I'm quite impressed with this. All of the usual absolute must-haves are present, from multiple resolution sliders, settings, to the ability to filter out anisotropic, shadows, texture quality, the usual works. So, especially for a small indie game, I'm quite impressed with what's here graphically. And I should note that this game, while not free, is only $5 on Steam, so bear that in mind throughout what you're about to see. As for sound, I did once experience a little glitch where the volume reset back to default upon multiple reboots of the game. However, I only ran into that once, and there are multiple different volume tracks available, from engine sound, basic sound, 2 different types of music volume, and a user interface slider, so I'm actually quite happy with as many volume sliders as are present. One can play this game either with keyboard like I am, or with a gamepad, and I rather suspect that playing on a keyboard is going to put me at a slight disadvantage due to the fact that the control seems to be a little bit jittery when one plays with a keyboard, but we shall deal. Now, this is a combat racing game in the vein of a lot of my favorite old racing games of yesteryear, the likes of Wipeout, F-Zero, and I always forget the name of it, that really cool, like, space jet ski racer bike game from the PlayStation 1. I believe it was one of the launch games from the PlayStation 1. Do let me know if you all recall the game I'm talking about in the comments below, if it doesn't come to me throughout this episode. Now, if I recall correctly, this game being in early access right now means that it's kind of in a limited state. There are, I believe, 3 different companies, the Nitroid Racing, Nanofabric Motorworks, and Ion Energy Systems, and they've each kind of got their own, like, race campaign mode to them, and they are 3 tiers long, with multiple modes to select from on each tier. And if I recall correctly, the full version of this game, slated to release in a few months, is going to have 7 tiers. So I'm looking forward to the fact that this game is already looking rather interesting, and there's going to be more to it. Early access isn't just rooted in getting rid of a lot of the bugs, there's also going to be additional content added, such as the arcade mode and a profile tab to look at more individual stats. Unfortunately, the one thing that this game lacks is multiplayer. It is a single-player only experience right now, and I wish that were not so. I really, really wish I could jump onto this with other players and just road rash it up and go to town fighting against other players. But maybe one day, if this game does enjoy a very successful early access period, we'll see that, who knows. Now then, let's actually jump into the game. I'll jump into a campaign that I have not done in a previous recording, and we'll jump into this. Let's see. Jumpstart Tournaments. A tough racing sport gains more and more popularity throughout the universe. Hundreds have risked their lives in brutal glider races to feel the ultimate speed. There we are. And the rush and thrill of deadly fights. Participate in the cutting edge and life-endangering competitions and tournaments of the exclusive Jumpstart Tournaments and become one of the first Quantum Rush champions. Yes, indeed, I shall. And let's see, the Tier 1 racer available is the Kite. Have you ever manned a cockpit? Buckle up and prepare for your merciless opponents, even on the lower tiers of this campaign. Fight through numerous challenges for the first time and stand your ground against the shoo-ins of the Jumpstart Tournaments. Now, I do know that there are, judging by the screenshots of the game, if nothing else, more than just these default ships available. Some of them look really cool. I actually quite like the art style of this game, so let's select our default. And before jumping into a race, really quickly show off a bit of the customization involved. There are multiple tabs, including weapons, armor, boosters, coolers, engines, shields, and colors. I've not actually played around with the color yet. Can I do that right now? Ooh, I can. I didn't realize I could already customize mine. Ooh, pink, no. Okay, gray or black? Who am I talking to? Black all the way! No, silly me! Alright. Do the weapons that I earned before... No, those do not count for this. So I've got a default... What kind of weapon? That is not a weapon. Is it? Where did it go? Come back here. There we are. Okay, I've got an ion cannon. Okay, that's cool. It was a ballistic cannon on the ship from the first time that I tried to record, on a different company's default racer. Which tells me that there are multiple different types of weapons available, because for the reward of the very first race that I played, I received a laser cannon. So I like the variety here. The amount of customization involved in these racers, due to remember that this is a combat racing game, is already rather exciting. So let's go back and get straight into that combat, shall we? Alright, for our first tier, we've got 3 options. And against the clock, fight for best placement. What is it? Hang on. Oh, single race. There we are. Okay. Single race, against the clock, or deathmatch. Eliminate as many opponents as you can without getting destroyed yourself. I'm not at all good at the combat in this game yet, so going full-on hunter is not necessarily a good idea. I think I will go for single race in Novasia Canyon, which I don't know why. It just sounds like Space Russian, even though it does not look like it upon arrival. I don't care. Space Russia is very varietous. I don't know the word for this. Shut up! Don't judge me! Don't judge me. Hurry up. Come on. Load, please. Okie dokie. I love the art style to this. It is a really, really good-looking game. I'm not sure what engine it's running on, if it's a custom in-house engine by the devs, or whether or not it's on something like Unity. I might believe it's on Unity, because it looks kind of similar to some other Unity games I've seen. However, that is not necessarily terribly relevant. And if you can't tell already, oh yes, this game gets really, really fast-paced. The speed is strong with this one, and I like that about it. Now, as one goes around tracks, one can collect these little power-up things, and it took me a long time. It's part of why I scrapped my first recording of this, to gauge how the controls worked. Oh god, I'm dead already. Well, that just went fantastically. I kind of made the derp error of just assuming I could dive into the game and understand it right away, and that is kind of a knock to the game. It does not feature any tutorial to speak of that I'm aware of, and that meant that I was really fumbling around like an idiot the first time that I played it, and that kind of hindered my ability to enjoy it. Well, I went back and, kind of a la the old school days of going to look at the instruction manual, I checked in the options, the controls. Oh god, smoke screen! I'm guessing that's somebody's weapon. And it's working, because I really can't see. Okie dokie then. I keep forgetting I've got boosters that I apparently can't use right now. Well, that's no fun. And now that I know, I can hit... I've remapped my keys, but for me, at least, with my remapped keys, I can hit tab to activate a new ability. Or at least I could. Oh no. No, did it default back to the normal controls? It must have, because tab is not doing anything. Alright, so consistency with the options does seem to be an issue with this game, due to the fact that, like I said, I did experience a little issue with the volume resetting between boots of the game before, and now I'm getting it with the key remapping, so... Come on, let me get him! Well, I think I took him with me, if nothing else. Okie dokie then. Open fire! Yes, get him! Bring him down! Was it K before? I don't know. What is happening? Okay, K is doing something, I think. Yes it is. Was that my... Yeah, I think that did the ability. I don't know! I have no idea what's going on! I'm getting flashbacks to my first recording, because I wish... Can I actually get to the keys right now? No, hitting escape just brings that up. And I've got to use a mouse instead of actually clicking on it. Damn it! Like I said, little things keep this game from being quite as user-friendly as a game rooted this much in twitch reflexes really demands. Ow! Alright then, let's just play around with multiple buttons and see what we can do. I know I can hit E or Q to kind of air brake one way or the other. Spacebar activates my ion cannons. And am I absolutely sure that tab is doing nothing? Yeah, it really isn't. Was it Alt before? Yeah, there we go. Alt is the default pickup item key. Alright, now I'm starting to get this back down. Okay, let's leave race. I didn't even check to see what place I was in, because I know I was not in first. So, is that good enough to get me to the next tier? I rather doubt it. Yeah, alright, that's what I thought. Let's try. And against the clock. Don't fall back in last place. Every few seconds, the participants in last place will be eliminated. I think I might be able to handle that, and I kind of want to show off a different racetrack, one that I've never even been to before, so we shall learn a thing or two as we go. When your racer explodes, collected pickups get removed. Good to know. Alright then, I kind of wonder when I can unlock new race models, because I really like the art of some of them. This default thing, oh god, let me get the mouse off the screen, is cool, but not quite as cool as some of the ones I know one can unlock. Now, what is, aha! Okay. Now my boost button is working again. I don't know what's going on here. I'm already dead, aren't I? Well, that could have gone better. Let's repeat that race and just pretend that never happened. You didn't see anything. These aren't the racers you're looking for. So everybody, let's try out this new race mode that I definitely haven't done before. Shut up. Don't you say it. Don't you say it. Boost, boost, boost now. I'm already in last again, aren't I? How am I going so slow? What am I missing? Oh god, I've got 2 seconds before I die. I am missing something, because the racers of this particular corporation are supposed to be the fastest. And I'm crawling along like an autistic snail. Come on now. Alright, one more time, one more time. So everybody, let's try this new race mode that definitely haven't blown up a couple times before. Okay, so I'm gonna hold down the accelerator, which I believe is W. No, no, boost! Boost, damn you! What am I not doing? Okay, alright, can I just kill some of them? No, I don't want to kill some of them, because that might lead to karma. Karma's a bitch. I don't like karma. Alright then, lasers deal the same amount of damage against shields and armor. Good to know. Alright then, well, I guess we are gonna go to the death match, because apparently there's a lot of death going on anyway. Let's just cater straight to it. Racer speed increases with every tier. New racetracks for higher speeds become available in higher tiers. Okie dokie smoky. Speaking of smoke, I was kind of dying a whole lot. Okay, so, let us see here. Can I actually succeed now, where I have failed so miserably before? It'll actually be good to remain right behind everyone else in a deathmatch, considering that... Whoa! Oh, Jesus, wall! Ow. No, don't accelerate me into the wall, thank you. It means that no one will be behind me to shoot me. And I'll be behind everyone to shoot them. Ooh, I've got mines. I think that's what those are. Alright. I really wish there was a way to, like, aim or to lock onto racers ahead of oneself with the basic gun. If there is, I don't know it, and I don't think there is. You've kind of got to just aim by dead reckoning. I think I just killed somebody. Haha, I did! I can see that over there to the right. Awesome. Alright then. Let's see, what does that second pickup do? 2. And alt. What did that do? I have no idea. Oh god, I'm on fire! Uh-oh. Oh, I just went the wrong way. Oh, I done a bad thing. Okay, no. Okay, so the pathfinding, not so strong with this one. Now let's just go into completely disorienting territory and go whee! No? Finding Nemo? Okay. Alright then. Let's see if we can actually take somebody down, shall we? Because this is deathmatch mode. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, okay. Okay. That's disorienting. Now I see why this is arranged the way it is, because you've actually got to do that to hit the boost pad things. Oh, good lord. Alright then, I'm awake. And I should note, none of the controls that I'm aware of utilize the mouse. All of them are on the keyboard, which means that I kinda suspect, rather strongly in fact, that this game will control much more smoothly, intuitively, and easily on a gamepad. And unfortunately, I do not have one rigged up just yet. I've got one available, but I've never tested it, so... Whoop, 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 whoop. Ooh, they're right behind me. Use the mines. Use the mines. Oh yes, drop the mines right there in the choke point. I just wasted something, didn't I? Yep, yeah, I did. Okay. And I think this ability I've got right now may actually be a tracking weapon. I think it's like the red shells in Mario Kart. And I've got a lot of them now, so let me get up next to somebody and test it. There we go. Nope. Nope, those are definitely dumb rockets. They're completely unguided. Alright, so I guess they're just mega blasts like the main cannon. There we go. Oh, almost. Almost got him. Almost. And I just activated a force field of some kind. So, a lot of things in this game. Oh, I hit you. I hit you. Come on, come on. Yes! Another kill to my name. Good. A lot of things in this game are really cool and creative, but not terribly intuitively designed. Whoa! What just happened? Why did I just get scooted left and right? I'm kind of on fire. That's not good. So, I was going to say earlier, I do like the conditional damage. As in, you do very visibly demonstrate how damaged you are by getting more scraped up and damaged looking and then eventually lighting on fire. I'm always kind of a fan of when games give you no question as to how bad off you are based upon visuals. I would really like to see in some kind of game like this, not necessarily this game because I very strongly suspect it would require a budget that this game simply does not have behind it, but a sort of organic damage engine, the likes of something like Next Car Game or BeamNG Drive. I would love to see something like that, due to the fact that this game and games like it, never mind the fact that this genre has kind of dwindled to nothingness in recent years, would I think really benefit by that kind of damage, because the speeds that one gets up to would just make impacts so visually stunning and destructive that it would just be mind-boggling. And were a first-person cockpit mode implemented into this game, Oculus Rift integration would be an outstanding addition. Because moving at these kinds of speeds, bear in mind, this is tier 1. I've seen video of this game at higher tiers, and it is just staggeringly fast. As in, like, everything just kind of becomes a blur to the side, and you need really, oh, thanks for that, really strong twitch reflexes to accomplish anything. And it's that kind of punishing difficulty and adherence to the theme of being an extremely quick-paced anti-grav racer and combat racer besides, the likes of which we haven't really had, like I said, in years. I mean, F-Zero, to a degree, the old Star Wars racer games, and, what was it, Hydro Thunder. Oh yeah, I just gave you some flashbacks, didn't I? Were really some of the only ones that I think did anything interesting with the genre, and many of those are 2, 3 console generations ago? Ooh, hello. New item unlocked. Warmonger Wista. Okay, that looked like a gun icon. Can I, oh yeah, here we go. Customize. Let's see here. What does the new gun do? Ooh, it's a laser. Single shot. And seems to do more damage to armor, a little bit less to shield. Has less heat generation, and a greater rate of fire. Yes, I do believe I will change to that. I like the sound of that. Alright then, armor, booster, I don't have anything new for those. So, I've now unlocked tier 2. Good, I guess I did well enough in the deathmatch. Oh, I see, okay. These are the requirements to actually place for a medal. Okay, alright, so I got 2 kills, which meant I got a bronze medal. If I get 5, I get silver, and I'm guessing 8 is going to be a gold medal. Got it. Alright then. What were the requirements for these? Okay, so to get any medal for Against the Clock, you gotta get 3rd, 2nd, or 1st place, and for a single race is the same thing. Okay, now I'm starting to get this. So, tier 2, single race, same as before, Against the Clock, same as before, and a new mode, damage control. As long as you don't take any damage, your top speed will increase. Race as fast as you can. And, okay, that's got a weird means of designating medal placement. Boost times 4, 7, and 10. Okay, I don't really get that, But I'm going to leave that for another episode. Let me know if you guys want to see a bit more of this game, whether you want to kind of see me unlock the different tiers as I go, or if you want me to progress a little farther in the game and then show it off at a more fully unlocked state, or some mixture thereof. I don't really mind either way. Just give me some feedback as far as what you guys want to see. So this is Quantum Rush Champions, everybody. A game that I'm a little bit on the fence about. It seems like it has enormous potential, and yet right now it's not necessarily ambitious enough to want to tap all of it. Like I said, multiplayer, I think, would absolutely catapult this game forward in terms of appealing to a much wider audience. Racing against just AIs is kind of a thing of yesteryear, especially when it comes to racing games. That was one of the things that really disappointed me about Mirror's Edge, for instance, a game rooted in a lot of the same principles as racing games, never mind the fact that it was kind of an FPS of sorts. I was really disappointed by the fact that there were no direct competitive multiplayer modes in that game, when its sense of momentum and speed would have benefited and thrived off of it so very strongly, and this would do the same. So if there is any message I would love to route to the devs and allow them to receive, it is that if nothing else, I would love to see this game integrate multiplayer functionality, due to the sheer fact that it kinda gets a little stale, as anyone familiar with racing games on consoles and even old PC titles knows, to continually race against an AI. So other than that, I do like it. I love the speed, I love the momentum, I do like the fact that there is customization involved, and it does cover all of the basic necessities in terms of options for PC users, and doesn't really seem to suffer at all from console or mobilitis. Never mind a few little bits there in the UI that seem to be indicating, like down here, you know, press Y to customize, B for back. None of that really hinders the gameplay experience. It's just kind of a little visual side effect of console-itis, but not something that actually negatively affects the gameplay whatsoever. So other than that, I would still recommend this to anybody thirsting for a little bit of nostalgia for old games like F-Zero, because this is fun and it is a fresh new breath of life into the genre, offering a few new race modes that I've never seen before, like the getting eliminated every few seconds if you're in last place. I like that. It's creative. It puts pressure. So it does kind of liven up the fact that there are no living, breathing opponents there. So that's really all I've got for this. Again, let me know. There we are. Let's see if I can actually pronounce words. If you guys want to see a little more of this, I'm Mr. Black here at Let's Full Press. And as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed. The white guy needs a bullet to the brain. He's gonna give you an offer you can't refuse. That offer is lead in your skull, right in your face hole. Oh god.